What is up, everybody? It is West Coast Ninja, and today we're going to be going over the Sneakitty trophy in Stray. Now, this trophy can be a little bit difficult to get, but it's not too terribly hard at all, and it's not nearly as difficult as the You Can't Catch Me trophy. Now let's just get into it. This trophy starts as soon as you make it into the factory. To complete the prerequisites to this trophy, you cannot get detected by any of the sentinels, and that even means if they spot you with a yellow. So you have to sneak through them all without being seen at all. Now as soon as you begin, you're going to move to your right. That one's pretty easy to dodge, and then you'll make your way to these containers and then hop all the way around them. These ones are pretty easy to dodge. Then you'll go through a door. From here into the next area, you want to hide behind this object, and then you'll go to your right. Afterwards, once you hit the lever, you'll go down to the left. Wait for the light to go by, and then just sneak around. Wait again, and then make another maneuver. Now when you progress forward, you'll see that there's a worker. Just move to the right, try not to get caught in the light, and you'll see these containers that are floating that'll cause shadows. Follow the containers while being hidden in the shadows until you make your way onward to the next location. Now as you can see here, it takes a little bit of time, just have a little bit of patience. You don't need to rush this at all. And then you'll pass by more containers, moving on to the next area. Now the next area is going to be the same thing, except you're going to stick to the right for the first container. Follow the shadow, wait for it to pass by, stay detected, and then afterwards you want to move to the left because that sentinel is going to be on the other side. Once you get through this area, not too difficult, then you don't need to worry about any sentinels for a while. So next we have a little bit of a mini game. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop your head in one of these containers, you're going to roll it all the way through the laser lights not to get caught at all, and then from here we have the puzzle. Now this puzzle's pretty easy to solve. You'll see that there is one robot that you can activate, and also 3 switches. Now before activating the robot and having it sit on a switch, what you want to do is you want to run over here to this fence, have the robot follow forward, and then you can turn the robot off, then proceed to jump and climb over the fence, and you'll notice that there's a second robot. So pull the lever, activate either robot, and we want them to go on 2 of the switches. Preferably the side switches, that's the only way that this puzzle really works. So you'll have one of them move over to one side switch, turn it off, it'll stay there, activate the other one, and then you'll have him move on to the opposite switch. Now once both robots are stationary, you'll climb in the container, you'll roll it around, and get onto the third lever. Oof, I apologize. For some reason, in this area, I always drop frames when I have both the robots sitting and I go into the container. So afterwards, once we're finished with this, we'll proceed, we'll hop in the bucket, and we're gonna go back to Clementine's place. So we'll just proceed up, move around the streets. So we'll just roll through the streets a little bit. I really do love the game design. The environment of this game is absolutely beautiful, vibrant, tons of colors, and really gives a nice cyberpunk feel to it. But we'll move to the right, and you'll notice that Clementine's place is blocked off by the police. And this is where we enter the next area of sentinels. Now at this area, you want to stick to the left, so we'll move to the left on these benches. Hide, wait for it to go around, and then hide again. Once this sentinel turns around, we'll make a dash up the stairs, just like that. Now this next area can be a little bit tricky, so instead of going to the right, we're going to go to the left, and then we'll go straight. And then from here, we're going to... What the fuck was I doing? And then from here, we're going to go right again. We're going to wait for the sentinel to turn around. May take a minute. When he does, we're going to hop up and we're going to climb down and hide behind the wall. wait for him to turn around again, hop up, and maneuver around, and that will lead you up the next staircase, where Clementine's apartment is. Now this one is also a little bit tricky. You can't just go running guns in, so what you're going to do is you're going to hop across this little sign that stretches all the way across the apartment, and then you'll be able to hop into the apartment. Now once we reach Clementine's place, we're going to notice that they're not here anymore, but they have left some clues. So there are 4 different clues that we need to look for. The first one is going to be this little incense canister. Then after we find the incense canister, we're going to move over to the bathroom, and then you'll notice this mannequin with the cone on it, and that is going to be the next one. Once we get that, move to the kitchen. You'll find this lava lamp with a heart. That'll be the third one. And then we'll proceed to the final one, which involves scratching down this little rag, and then after we scratch it down, this little clothing device, might be a poncho, just hop up to the top, and then we'll find the final one, which is right here, which is this rock, mineral, crystal. Could be any of them, I'm not really exactly sure. After we find the last one, we learn that Clementine left a clue that she's at the club, so that's where we need to go next. As we exit, make sure you don't get caught by the sentinel that likes to roam around. Once you cross the bridge, you should be good. The other sentinel doesn't turn around, so we'll head down the stairs. Then as we head down the stairs, I always like to be a little bit cautious because you're not exactly sure which way some of the sentinels move. But with this area, we're going to wait for the sentinel to turn around and then hop up on the edge where the fans are, hop down once it turns around the opposite way, then maneuver to your right. And then as we approach the staircase to the bottom level, it's still just as important to watch out for the sentinels that like to look around here, so I typically wait for it to move to its left. Once it does that, you can maneuver on around, hide behind the benches. Again, take your time. Make sure that you don't accidentally jeopardize it by speeding it unless you feel confident enough to do it. Then I like to hide again and wait one more time. Once that sentinel is moved around, as soon as you exit the area, the trophy should pop. And there it is. So not too hard of a trophy to gather. For some reason, when I recorded it, it didn't pop during the recording, but it did pop when I got the trophy, and I have the screenshot of that. So yeah, I hope this helps for anybody trying to get the Sneakitty trophy in Stray, and stay tuned for more tips and tricks.